all of that is smoke. No clouds, just smoke. Craziness. What up, YouTube?
What up, YouTube?
There you go. Thought I'd pop up to the mountain to show you what we're dealing with out here in Parksville. All smoke. Smoke for days. So what I think I'm gonna do is drive north for about 45 minutes. Hopefully there'll be less smoke than there is here, because I don't like to hike when there's this much smoke. You know, your respiratory system doesn't really like it. Last year I did lots of hiking around the wildfire season, and I ended up with lots of gross black stuff in my nose, so no. That was a nice little drive, and the sky's pretty clear, like a lot less smoke. There's definitely still smoke. It's a big fire. We had a decent sized forest fire going for, it burned for like a week, and it was getting pretty scary, lots of evacuations and stuff. But like a day or two ago, that one, the status went from out of control to being held. And then maybe a couple hours later, another one lights up, I don't know, like 20 kilometers from it. And when it was first spotted, it was like 50 hectares. By the next morning, it was like 600. And then next morning after that, 1,300. Right now it's over 2,000 hectares. Crazy, crazy, crazy. You can see the smoke from the mainland. It's wild. But I managed to find somewhere where the smoke hasn't reached yet, so that's cool. It's a new spot to me, so hopefully we have some luck. Other folks have had luck in this area before, so that's why I'm checking it out. It shouldn't be too crazy of a hike, but knock on wood, because last time I said that it was pretty crazy. But anyways, let's see how this goes. Oh my. Looks like we may have just discovered ourselves a waterfall. And shale. It's a twofer. It's a 2-for-1 value meal. This is looking pretty cool. Bit dried out. And slippery too. Try not to fall on my face here. Bonjour. Very interesting. So that shale wall there looks prime. I think that's what I spied from the old Google Maps. That's where we want to be. I think it's too far to jump. Just kidding, I'm not jumping that. But would you look at that? Somebody forgot to hide their rope. I'm gonna check that wall up there real quick, and then I want to go down there. Hop to it. Oh, I wish I still had my drone. So embarrassing dropping that thing down in the ocean like that. That episode got real expensive real quick. Truly heartbreaking. But drop a like and subscribe because I'm making sacrifices over here, bucko. Let's see if we can get anything out of this wall. It doesn't look too promising at first glance. So what I'm doing here is I'm just sort of looking through the slough. I think people call it screed, something like that. I'm just looking through it to see if there's any signs of anything, and I'm really not seeing anything. This is the closest thing to a concretion, and it's, you know, really grainy. So, but yeah, mainly that's the first thing I want to do if it's a new spot. I'm not sure if anything's there. Look through the screed, look for signs of fossils, like little shells and stuff like that. Then you'll know it's worth putting that sweat equity into it, because when you go on these fossil hikes and excursions, you only got so much stamina. You got to take into consideration the fact that you're human and you don't want to push yourself too much. It's okay to push yourself a little bit, but not too much. But yeah, I'm not really seeing anything in the screed here. So looks like we're going to do some ropes. Okie doke. Let the games begin. I'll see you soon. Oh, thank God for ropes. Beauty. That wasn't too bad. Of course, I say that now. Let's see how I feel when I gotta climb back up there to get out of here. Absolutely amazing. I love finding another new cool spot. You know what's funny is I have actually seen this spot before in a YouTube video, funny enough. And the fella was very suspicious and coy with the location. Put it out as top secret, but he said it was in the Comox Valley. And you know what? That's all I'm gonna say too. But when I saw the video, I spent a lot of time in the Comox Valley, specifically fossil hunting. And I was like, holy hell, I have no idea where the heck that is. It's like, I gotta know where that is. Then I forgot about it. Here I am in the Comox Valley, just stumbling upon it. It's funny how that works. Life's a trip. Do a little exploring. catch my bearings, figure out what's the deal around here. Oh, I see more shale. Oh, it's another waterfall. Boy, oh boy. It's 2 waterfalls. That's triple waterfall action. Holy smokes, that's so cool. That's so cool. Holy smokes, I'm real happy with myself for finding this, because this is pretty cool. Look at that crack. It goes all the way down. All the way down there. Big fissure. And look how deep and black that water is. God, I wish I had my drone right now. Damn it. And look at how tall this boy is. That's so neat. So neat. It's gorgeous. And as far as the screed check, concretion, you know, that's pretty promising. And there's also some broken concretions there. Others have been looking here. Pretty promising, I must say. Okay, I'm gonna fill my pockets and we'll break some of these open. I'm on cloud 9 with this one. It's so cool. Such an awesome feeling when you just go out for a gallivant and you find something like this. It's crazy. Just walking back to break some concretions open. And there we have those traces of fossils I was talking about. That's a heteromorphic ammonite, like Glyptoxoceras or something like that. Also known as a very good sign if you're looking for fossils. So let's break some stuff open. Nothing. Oh well, keep looking. Just found this on the ground. It's a piece of wood turned into a rock. Pretty cool. Also found this really cool piece of fossilized wood where you can see the grain, and there's a little knot in it too. That's so cool. Explosion. Nothing. I think I'm gonna get my pole out. It's really warm on this side of the river. Real warm indeed. There's a clamshell in there. Oh. Alright, cool. I'm gonna get a video with my phone because it's better quality. Look at that. Over here. So it's a heteromorph. I'm not quite sure the species yet. But that's really cool. I'm really stoked about that. I'm going to put some paper towel on it, wrap it up with duct tape so that it gets out in one piece. That's a great start to the day. Back to breaking rocks. Nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. We still found a really cool heteromorph. That's super awesome. I'm really happy with that. I'm gonna see if I can whip up some more concretions here. Nothing. I don't want to go down there so bad. At least now that I know where I am, I should be able to find a trail down there. But how high these cliffs are, hiking down that, you know, that'll be an adventure. For sure. 4 or 5 sure. That's what it's all about. Here's another good sign. See, get it to focus here. See that? That's known as a baculite. It's an ammonite. It's type ammonite. Somebody popped it open and it did not break. Very nice for them. This one you can see the different layers in there, little chambers in it. That's a piece of an ammonite. Can't remember the name of this one off the top of my head. Yeah, so they're here. Oh, I was just standing on this rock. They're here, so we'll keep looking. Boy, is it warm. Alrighty, so I thought I'd show you guys how to wrap a fossil up for packing out. I think this one is a vertebrae or something, which would be real cool. I'll have to get it ID'd, but what I like to do is get a little bit of this, throw that there, and then you get some duct tape, works best, or any tape really. Some people use the good old Scotch tape, but I like duct tape. And then you just wrap them up nice and tight. And there you go, that's one done. So the main reason is because, like, this guy split open. In theory, you could just go like that, put it back together, untape it, but it bouncing around and whatnot, you're just gonna ruin what's inside, especially when there's like intricate details like that. So that's where you throw one of these guys in there, in between, and then you close it up. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. Pop this here. There you go. All wrapped up. I'm only really going to take these 2 home, I think, and leave the rest for someone else to find. I'm sure somebody would think it pretty cool, stumbling upon a spot like this and then finding some fossils to boot. Alrighty, this was a pretty cool spot. I mean, just look at that. That's awesome. And we found some cool stuff. Some cool heteromorphs, some shells, some stuff like that. One of these days I'm going to figure out how to get to the bottom of that last waterfall, but not today. Already went further, did enough waterfall chasing, I think, for one day. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I think I'm going to get out of here. It's pretty muggy and hot, and I'm tired, and I've been here a couple hours, so I think it's time to call it quits. But yeah, drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I'll probably do another video down here because I kind of like it down here. Anyways, have a good one. times.